They've got this incredible system here where they're trying to get the whale out of the water. They've dug 2 holes through the ice that go right through, and they're going to feed this block and tackle, and then they'll be able to haul the whale in.
Go!
This bowhead whale will feed several families throughout the season, and perhaps the polar bears as well. It's a cycle of life that has remained unchanged for thousands of years. Other whales will continue their annual migration, following the open leads east to their summer grounds in the Beaufort Sea. But the ice is too thin for us to go any further. It's late May, and the pack ice is slowly retreating. Straight down. It suddenly feels treacherous out here, doesn't it? There are no shortcuts in the Arctic. You have to know when to call it quits. As Dale often says, if you don't come back this season, you can't hunt next season. It's a good lesson, even for a polar bear. But continually having to haul himself onto the ice takes an immense amount of energy. Polar bears face this challenge every spring. But the impacts of a warming world have made matters worse. Loss of pack ice is estimated at 11% per decade. The bear's fragile hunting platform is getting thinner. And this mother and cub have found themselves in an ocean of melting ice. And if warming trends continue, scenes like this will become common. Like many animals that have made such great leaps in their evolution to survive, the world may be changing too fast for polar bears to keep up with. While the endless Arctic sun slowly erodes the ice, it brings renewed life to the tundra. And the season of the grizzly has only just begun. It's the perfect time to head south and into the heart of the Brooks Range.
It looks like a perfect valley for grizzly bears, hey?
Well, even if I didn't have caribou on the mind, I'd pick this spot if I was a grizzly.
We're following the trails of great migrations from seasons past.
It's absolutely covered with caribou trails, right up the mountains, right over the ridges, one valley to the next.
And we're hoping these caribou tracks will point the way to Arctic grizzlies. It may be our best chance at a closer look at this elusive predator. But finding nearly 500,000 caribou in the vastness of the Western Arctic takes patience and persistence.
We've picked this spot because there's caribou trails all around, down either valley, each side of the tent here. Not a single caribou yet, and not a single bear, but hopefully when the caribou arrive, which they could in big numbers, then the bears might arrive as well. That's what we're hoping for.
We've enlisted the aid of aerial cameraman Daniel Zatz to help document the herd, and hopefully the bears, if we find them.
So based on what Jim from Fish and Game said, he said that the females and calves are running along this line here to the north.
Okay.
And this is also where he expects we'll see the bears.
But it's really unpredictable.
It's completely unpredictable.
Yeah.
Caribou, you never know where they're going to go.
Caribou are the ultimate wanderers. Within a single year, the Western Arctic herd will range across a quarter of Alaska, an area the size of Montana.
Right there, huge herd of caribou. Look at that, all right by the river. Oh, down under the low point there, look at that. Wow, there must be at least 100, maybe 150 there. Well, how far you count? Okay. Oh, that's a good sign. Our first caribou.
It looks like we're in luck. We've just caught the tail end of a massive herd. Well, we have just settled down in a spot here, so we're trying to stay very quiet and reduce our silhouette on the horizon, because they're just so ever vigilant, you know, for wolves and grizzly bears. That's where the safety in numbers comes from. If you're eating, you're not watching. If you're watching, you're not eating. So if you're in a group, you can do both. Spring is calving season, and some of these newborns are just a few days old. Caribou calves can run within hours of being born. It's a matter of survival.